In John's Gospel, chapter 11, Jesus and his good friends Mary and Martha suffer a devastating loss when their brother Lazarus dies. And Lazarus is probably in his 30s, and he dies rather suddenly and tragically. And Jesus arrives a full 2 days after his friend's death. And when he does, we see the full gamut of emotion spilling forth from among all the mourners. There is regret, there is anger, there is grief, there is tears, there's frustration, there maybe even a little bit of blame. We see it from both Martha and then Mary, who both say, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died." I know I've had similar conversations with God when sorrow has crossed my way. Maybe you have as well. But here, Jesus knows what's in store. He knows God's plan. And he knows something is about to happen that will cross over into unprecedented territory. Something that will become a prelude to the greatest miracle the world has ever known. And he tells Martha, "Rest assured, Lazarus will rise again." But Martha doesn't quite get it. So Jesus says, "I am the resurrection and the life. Those who believe in me, even though they die, will live. And everyone who lives and believes in me will never die." And then later that day, Jesus raises Lazarus from the dead. And tears of sorrow suddenly turn into tears of pure joy. Well, this amazing story reminds us that God stands with us in our sorrow and in our pain. But this message goes way beyond just identifying with our trouble. For Jesus looked up from his own tears and he said to Mary and Martha, "Did I not tell you that if you believed, you would see the glory of God?" And then a miracle happened, and God showed up in a new way, and death was no more. Well, that same promise is given to you and to me, and it's a promise that's also an invitation for each of us to believe. So together, may we all rejoice, and may we all live in God's presence forever. Amen. Well, I invite you to join us here at Bellevue Presbyterian Church in the heart of Nashville for worship every Sunday morning at 10:30 in person or on Facebook Live. This has been another 2-minute takeaway with Pastor Scott.